Hello, I'm Tay, the self-love enthusiast, self-concept, self-love. I wish I could do like bloopers. I am Tay, the self-concept enthusiast, and welcome to another episode of the Subconcept Hub. Okay, let's get into it. As you can tell, I am so unserious. One of the things I pride myself on is just being myself. And I also affirm that I am loved for being, my most authentic self. So I don't know who else to be, honey. I'm gonna be me. But I want to keep this video very short because the last video was like what? I think it was almost 40 minutes. Oh my God. I could be a little chatterbox. I don't have on no glam today, nothing spectacular. I don't even have my ring light up. But I want to do a quick episode. So the last episode, I talked about The Going Bachelor, and I used that show. If you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu. I used how that show went as an example of self-concept, what it's like, what it looks like to have poor self-concept versus having uh, a, a fair, good self-concept, and how what that brings, how that affects like your life and how other people see you and different outcomes. And so I also went into more about self-concept. What I did was I gave like a bit of an assignment um on writing out the old story, taking the old story and making a new story. And then we also went into affirmations and how to get affirmations from your new story. All right. And so I went into what affirmations are. Affirmations are basically thoughts. They are the thoughts you're thinking all day long, and all of your thoughts are affirmations. So if you think that, you ain't never going to be nothing in life, the more you think that, I'm pretty sure you're not since I've seen you're probably saying that. You probably go through life feeling like you'll never be anything, you'll never amount to anything. And the more you begin to repeat that in your mind, the more you begin to repeat that with your mouth, the more you affirm that belief that you're never going to be anything. And so affirmations are just thoughts, right? And so affirmations are important because affirmations, thoughts become things. I heard Prophet Lovey say that thoughts are words in the spirit. So the spirit realm, thoughts are like words in that realm. And so thoughts become things. So whatever you think, it materializes in your actual world. And so the whole process of self-concept is changing the narrative about your life and about other people. And a part of doing that is changing your thoughts. And the way to reprogram, the way to change your thoughts is to the purpose behind changing your thoughts is to reprogram the subconscious mind, because everything in your life is pretty much ran by the subconscious mind. Even though on a day-to-day basis you are conscious. um so that's like your reasoning, your logical mind, but really what's going on behind the scenes of your conscious mind is your subconscious mind. And there are a lot of negative beliefs, a lot of programming, a lot of just how your life has been, up till whatever point you are at the point where you see this video. All of that information is stored up in your subconscious mind. And it has a lot to do with decisions you make, things that you believe, things that you think, things that you say. Like your life is basically ran by your subconscious mind. And when you want to change your life, the real key to changing your life is to really reprogramming your subconscious mind. And so that's what all of this is about. Okay. And the way that you reprogram your subconscious mind is through repetition. So now in this episode, I'm pretty much getting more into like affirmations and things like that, but I'm trying to move along quickly. You want to, the way to reprogram your subconscious mind is by taking the new thoughts and repeating them so that it can impress upon your subconscious mind. Okay. And you do that with affirmations. And so or you can do it with hypnotherapy. You can have some type of therapy, some type of hypnosis. You can also use, is it somebody's birthday? every time I film, it's some type of sound going on in the background. Like I need to put out a sign that says filming in process. Shut the whole floor down. But you can also use subliminals. And so subliminals are just like videos. And when I say videos, I'm talking about YouTube. But subliminals are usually like tracks or like sound like videos that have new thoughts around a subject that just you can kind of just play in the background because the purpose of them is to bypass your conscious mind and go right into your subconscious mind and just reprogram it. You can also do that with sleep tapes. Now, I'm going to tell you what, sleep tapes, I mean, I've been using this one sleep tape from, I'm about to mess up. He's one of my favorite manifestation coaches, law of assumption coaches. His YouTube name is Goated Manifesting. One of my favorite. I just bought a sleep tape from him, and it's called the Queen Sleep Tape, and it's so good. You see what I mean? I need to start saying something else like, you know what, it's always so quiet when I film. I always have the best background when I film because right now it sounds like Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, sleep tapes are, and so you typically a sleep tape could be like your own affirmations that you loop throughout the night while you're sleeping. And so in the last video, I also mentioned Parrot. And so the Parrot app is just an app for iPhone. I don't know about Android. I should probably research that. I don't have an Android, so I didn't really look into it. But I'm pretty sure you can get Parrot for both iPhone and Android. But Parrot is an app where you can record anything and it'll just loop. And so you record your affirmations, and while you're sleeping through the night, you can have them in headphones. You could just have them playing through your phone and loop them throughout the night. That's considered to be like a sleep tape. It's just a tape that plays while you're sleeping. That's all. And that's a good way to impress upon your subconscious mind. Whatever you put in front of your subconscious mind, the subconscious mind, unlike the conscious mind, won't fight you on it doesn't know the difference between what is imaginary and what is actually like happening, what's actually like real or not real, right? Your subconscious mind is just going to be impressed by whatever you focus on. Okay. And so whatever you put in front of your subconscious mind long enough is going to impress upon it. And what you impress upon your subconscious mind is going to reflect in your reality. And so all of this, all of self-concept, affirmations, subconscious consciousness, all of that is what I have been delving into slowly but surely, not really coming outwardly and just speaking about, because I have a great deal of following that is Christian. And when it comes to manifestation versus God, according to the church, they don't coexist. But as somebody who is fully devoted to God, what I have learned is that for me, manifestation exists because of God, and manifestation is not the absence of God. And so I have come to learn about the law of assumption, which is, I don't want to say it began with Neville Goddard, but Neville Goddard is almost like, I don't know, the godfather of the law of assumption. And what the law of assumption pretty much entails is whatever you assume to be true is going to be true as it pertains to yourself or other people. Whatever you believe to be true about yourself or about other people or about anything is going to be proven to be true to you. What it also entails is that this whole world and life as we know it is a mirror. If you think about your life, you can probably trace back to where, like, you know, things that you believe have just kind of come to pass and you're like, oh, I knew it, right? The first thing you say is, I knew that was going to happen, right? But really, what it is your dominant belief, your dominant thought, your dominant assumption, which is reflected back to you, because this world and everyone in it is just a reflection of your beliefs about yourself and your beliefs about other people. And so what you assume, what you dominantly assume to be true is just what you're going to get back. And the law of assumption is as real as the law of gravity. Now, I don't hear Christians arguing against the law of gravity because you can't. You can't, right? But the law of gravity still works. If I take this, right, you see it's up because of gravity, it's going to come down. If I drop it, that's the law of gravity, right? It's what keeps us on the ground and not floating through the air like we somewhere on the moon, right? But the presence of the law of gravity does not mean the absence of God. The law of gravity is a law of gravity because of the presence of God, not the absence of God. And so I have just kind of been on this journey of learning about the law of assumption, not the law of attraction. They are not the same. I don't practice the law of attraction at all. I don't practice anything. I love the Lord with my whole heart. That's all I know. I know Christ and him crucified, and that's it, right? I don't want to get into God versus manifestation because that's going to be a really great video, but that's going to come later. But I do want you to know where all of this is coming from. And it's all coming from the law of assumption, which I'm really happy that I have come to learn about. I really thank God for it because it just kind of changed my outlook on life and everything. What I do want to do, with that being said, I do plan on coming on, and my next video is going to be a video about things that I have seen manifest in my life. I'm really excited about that because in just the year 2023, I have seen everything that I had written down, everything that I wanted to happen has literally happened in these 12 months of the year 2023. When I started the year 2023, I was suicidal. And I think I was more suicidal than I had ever been living in the Bronx. Even my move to the Bronx was manifested quickly. It didn't even take long. But I remember feeling like very lost. I remember feeling kind of stuck in life. Like I was just being swept under, and I just remember not wanting to live. But as much as I had like a thought that like dying would make my life much easier, there was still a part of me that was just like, but I don't want to die. Like I want to live. When I noticed that I was having this war between what felt like two different people inside of my one person, I realized I need to really get a hold of like my mind because the battle now is really in my head. And with that, it led to me really trying to get a hold of my thoughts and really trying to manage like my responses to my circumstances. And so that led to me reading The Secret. Now, The Secret is based off of the law of attraction. And so with the law of attraction, they believe that, what you feel, whatever, feeling you whatever mood you wake up in, that's really going to determine like kind of what manifests for you in your life based off like your mood and things like that. So I started reading about the Secret, and it helped me at that time. It really helped me just decide, you know what, I don't want to be governed by, I don't want my personal mood to be governed by my circumstances. I can control that. If I can't control my circumstances, I can control the way that I respond to it. And so that really helped me. That helped me to also start to dream again and imagine again. I remember I used to go to sleep. I would go to sleep to like meditation tapes just so that I can like kind of create like a peaceful environment within myself with all of the chaos that was going on around me. I'm talking about in the same building that I lived in. There was so much chaos at all times. But I said within my environment, within my atmosphere, I can control the environment. And so I would go to sleep to tapes, just meditation, soft meditation. I would go to sleep to prophets that I love, praying in the spirit. Like it just kind of changed everything for me. And everything just kind of took off from there. So I really do. And it all led me to, self-concept, the law of assumption. And I've been really, really learning a lot. And so I'm really thankful for this process that I've been on. But in the process, I've seen a lot of things that I have wanted to see happen all happened within 12 months. Like I I'm looking at 2024 coming, and I'm looking at the year coming with so much optimism because I'm looking back at 2023 saying, "Oh my God, like everything happened." And so I really want to get into that. And so yeah, I think I covered everything I don't want to cover. The most recent thing that I've done is I just finished Imagination Creates Reality by Neville Goddard. This is a really, really good book. Really, really good. It made manifestation more like practical, easy. And the crazy thing is, I have been manifesting, I've been seeing a lot of things manifest my whole life. And so this current thing that I'm um waiting to see, not waiting, but seeing manifest in my life. I can really see how I've made it more complicated than what it needs to be because I've done this before. I've done it so much before. So I can't wait to get into the things that I've seen manifest in my life. I hope that what I have said in this video is very helpful, very practical. Um, if I can leave you with anything, I would just say whatever, just think about what it is that you want. You still have time in the end of the year to see some things that you want to happen actually happen. So think about what it is that you want. And I want you to come up with 3 affirmations, 3 to 5 affirmations. Just keep it at 3. Okay. Um, 3 affirmations that that are thoughts that imply that you already have what it is that you want, right? So if it's a new job position that you want before the year's out, I want you to, decide what it is that you want and just say, just affirm every day, thank you for my new job position. Thank you that I am working in this new job position. Thank you that I am a new customer assistant or whatever the position is. I want you to affirm that you already have what it is that you have. And I want you to say, thank you that I am. Thank you that I have. Thank you that I now have. And I want you to work on that until we see each other again. Don't make it complicated. Just get up and say that you have what it is that you want every day until you see it, because you will see it. Okay. And don't let nobody talk you out of it. Don't look at your circumstances and be like, oh, I didn't hear yet. Just focus on the fact that you already have it and keep saying that until you see what it is that you want to see. All right. I'm really, really excited for you. And I can't wait to see you all again. So I'm gonna go before I keep talking. Okay. Bye.